The euro is the official currency of 20 European Union countries which collectively make up the euro area, also known as the eurozone. Some EU countries have yet to meet the criteria required to join the euro area, while Denmark has opted not to participate. Within the euro area, the euro is the only legal tender. In the absence of a specific agreement concerning the means of payment, creditors are obliged to accept payment in euros. Parties may also agree to transactions using other official foreign currencies, e.g. the US dollar. They may also agree to use privately issued money like local exchange trading systems, e.g. voucher-based payment systems, or virtual currencies, e.g. Bitcoin. These private and business transactions are still subject to taxation law, business law, anti-money laundering law and other general commodity trade rules. However, currencies which are not official within the euro area, are not governed by monetary law. The euro is the official currency of 20 of the 27 member states of the European Union. This group of states is officially known as the euro area or, more commonly, the eurozone. The euro is divided into 100 euro cents. The currency is also used officially by the institutions of the European Union, by 4 European microstates that are not EU members, the British Overseas Territory of Akrotiri and Hekaya, as well as unilaterally by Montenegro and Kosovo. Outside Europe, a number of special territories of EU members also use the euro as their currency. Additionally, over 200 million people worldwide use currencies pegged to the euro. The euro is the second largest reserve currency as well as the second most traded currency in the world after the United States dollar. As of December 2019, with more than 1.3 trillion euros in circulation, the euro has one of the highest combined values of banknotes and coins in circulation in the world. The name euro was officially adopted on December 16, 1995 in Madrid. The euro was introduced to world financial markets as an accounting currency on January 1, 1999, replacing the former European Currency Unit, ECU, at a ratio of 1:1, 1.1743 US dollar at the time. Physical euro coins and banknotes entered into circulation on January 1, 2002, making it the day-to-day operating currency of its original members, and by March 2002 it had completely replaced the former currencies. Between December 1999 and December 2002, the euro traded below the US dollar, but has since traded near parity with or above the US dollar, peaking at $1.60 on July 18, 2008 and since then returning near to its original issue rate. On July 13, 2022, the two currencies hit parity for the first time in nearly 2 decades due in part to the 2022 Russian invasion of Ukraine. The European Central Bank seat in Frankfurt am Main. The euro is managed and administered by the European Central Bank, ECB, Frankfurt am Main, and the euro system, composed of the central banks of the eurozone countries. As an independent central bank, the ECB has sole authority to set monetary policy. The euro system participates in the printing, minting and distribution of euro banknotes and coins in all member states, and the operation of the eurozone payment systems. The 1992 Maastricht Treaty obliges most EU member states to adopt the euro upon meeting certain monetary and budgetary convergence criteria, although not all participating states have done so. Denmark has negotiated exemptions, while Sweden, which joined the EU in 1995, after the Maastricht Treaty was signed, turned down the euro in a 2003 non-binding referendum, and has circumvented the obligation to adopt the euro by not meeting the monetary and budgetary requirements. All nations that have joined the EU since 1993 have pledged to adopt the euro in due course. The Maastricht Treaty was amended by the 2001 Treaty of Nice, which closed the gaps and loopholes in the Maastricht and Rome treaties. The euro is divided into 100 cents, also referred to as euro cents, especially when distinguishing them from other currencies, and referred to as such on the common side of all cent coins. In community legislative acts the plural forms of euro and cent are spelled without the s, notwithstanding normal English usage. Otherwise, normal English plurals are used, with many local variations such as centime in France. All circulating coins have a common side showing the denomination or value, and a map in the background. Due to the linguistic plurality in the European Union, the Latin alphabet version of euro is used, as opposed to the less common Greek or Cyrillic, and Arabic numerals. Other text is used on national sides in national languages, but other text on the common side is avoided. For the denominations except the 1 2 and 5 cent coins, the map only showed the 15 member states of the Union as of 2002. Beginning in 2007 or 2008, depending on the country, the old map was replaced by a map of Europe also showing countries outside the EU. The 1 2 and 5 cent coins, however, keep their old design, showing a geographical map of Europe with the EU member states as of 2002, raised somewhat above the rest of the map. All common sides were designed by Luc Luyx. The coins also have a national side showing an image specifically chosen by the country that issued the coin. Euro coins from any member state may be freely used in any nation that has adopted the euro. The coins are issued in denominations of 2 euros, 1 euro, 50c, 20c, 10c, 5c, 2c, and 1c. To avoid the use of the two smallest coins, some cash transactions are rounded to the nearest 5 cents in the Netherlands and Ireland, by voluntary agreement, and in Finland and Italy, by law. This practice is discouraged by the Commission, as is the practice of certain shops of refusing to accept high-value euro notes. Commemorative coins with 2 euros face value have been issued with changes to the design of the national side of the coin. These include both commonly issued coins, such as the 2 euros commemorative coin for the 50th anniversary of the signing of the Treaty of Rome, and nationally issued coins, such as the coin to commemorate the 2004 Summer Olympics issued by Greece. These coins are legal tender throughout the eurozone. Collector coins with various other denominations have been issued as well, but these are not intended for general circulation, and they are legal tender only in the member state that issued them. The design for the euro banknotes has common designs on both sides. The design was created by the Austrian designer Robert Kalina. Notes are issued in 500 euros, 200 euros, 100 euros, 50 euros, 20 euros, 10 euros, and 5 euros. Each banknote has its own color and is dedicated to an artistic period of European architecture. The front of the note features windows or gateways while the back has bridges, symbolizing links between states in the Union and with the future. While the designs are supposed to be devoid of any identifiable characteristics, the initial designs by Robert Kalina were of specific bridges, including the Rialto and the Pont de Neuilly, and were subsequently rendered more generic. The final designs still bear very close similarities to their specific prototypes, thus they are not truly generic. The monuments look similar enough to different national monuments to please everyone. The Europa series, or second series, consists of 6 denominations and no longer includes the 500 euros with issuance discontinued as of April 27, 2019. However, both the first and the second series of euro banknotes, including the 500 euros, remain legal tender throughout the euro area. In December 2021, the ECB announced its plans to redesign euro banknotes by 2024. A theme advisory group, made up of 1 member from each euro area country, was selected to submit theme proposals to the ECB. The proposals will be voted on by the public. A design competition will also be held. Since January 1, 2002, the national central banks, NCBs, and the ECB have issued euro banknotes on a joint basis. Eurosystem NCBs are required to accept euro banknotes put into circulation by other Eurosystem members, and these banknotes are not repatriated. The ECB issues 8% of the total value of banknotes issued by the Eurosystem. In practice, the ECB's banknotes are put into circulation by the NCBs, thereby incurring matching liabilities vis-à-vis the ECB. These liabilities carry interest at the main refinancing rate of the ECB. The other 92% of euro banknotes are issued by the NCBs in proportion to their respective shares of the ECB capital key, calculated using national share of European Union, EU, population and national share of EU GDP, equally weighted. The euro was established by the provisions in the 1992 Maastricht Treaty. To participate in the currency, member states are meant to meet strict criteria, such as a budget deficit of less than 3% of their GDP, a debt ratio of less than 60% of GDP, both of which were ultimately widely flouted after introduction, low inflation, and interest rates close to the EU average. In the Maastricht Treaty, the United Kingdom and Denmark were granted exemptions per their request from moving to the stage of monetary union, which resulted in the introduction of the euro. See also United Kingdom and the euro. The name euro was officially adopted in Madrid on December 16, 1995. Belgian Esperantist Germain Perlet, a former teacher of French and history, is credited with naming the new currency by sending a letter to then President of the European Commission, Jacques Santer, suggesting the name euro on August 4, 1995. Due to differences in national conventions for rounding and significant digits, all conversion between the national currencies had to be carried out using the process of triangulation via the euro. The definitive values of €1 in terms of the exchange rates at which the currency entered the euro are shown in the table. The rates were determined by the Council of the European Union, based on a recommendation from the European Commission based on the market rates on December 31, 1998. They were set so that one European currency unit, ECU, would equal €1. The European currency unit was an accounting unit used by the EU, based on the currencies of the member states. It was not a currency in its own right. They could not be set earlier, because the ECU depended on the closing exchange rate of the non-euro currencies, principally pound sterling, that day. The procedure used to fix the conversion rate between the Greek drachma and the euro was different, since the euro by then was already 2 years old. While the conversion rates for the initial 11 currencies were determined only hours before the euro was introduced, the conversion rate for the Greek drachma was fixed several months beforehand. The currency was introduced in non-physical form, travelers' checks, electronic transfers, banking, etc., at midnight on January 1, 1999, when the national currencies of participating countries, the eurozone, ceased to exist independently. Their exchange rates were locked at fixed rates against each other. The euro thus became the successor to the European Currency Unit, ECU. The notes and coins for the old currencies, however, continued to be used as legal tender until new euro notes and coins were introduced on January 1, 2002. The changeover period during which the former currencies' notes and coins were exchanged for those of the euro lasted about 2 months, until February 28, 2002. The official date on which the national currencies ceased to be legal tender varied from member state to member state. The earliest date was in Germany, where the mark officially ceased to be legal tender on December 31, 2001, though the exchange period lasted for 2 months more. Even after the old currencies ceased to be legal tender, they continued to be accepted by national central banks for periods ranging from several years to indefinitely, the latter for Austria, Germany, Ireland, Estonia, and Latvia in banknotes and coins, and for Belgium, Luxembourg, Slovenia, and Slovakia in banknotes only. The earliest coins to become non-convertible were the Portuguese escudos, which ceased to have monetary value after December 31, 2002, although banknotes remained exchangeable until 2022. A special euro currency sign, euro, was designed after a public survey had narrowed 10 of the original 30 proposals down to 2. The President of the European Commission at the time, Jacques Santer, and the European Commissioner with responsibility for the euro, Yves de Beaudesilguy, then chose the winning design. Regarding the symbol, the European Commission stated on behalf of the European Union: the symbol euro is based on the Greek letter epsilon, with the first letter in the word Europe and with 2 parallel lines signifying stability. Directorate General for Communication. The European Commission also specified a euro logo with exact proportions. Placement of the currency sign relative to the numeric amount varies from state to state, but for texts in English published by EU institutions, the symbol, or the ISO standard EUR, should precede the amount. The euro came into existence on January 1, 1999, although it had been a goal of the European Union, EU, and its predecessors since the 1960s. After tough negotiations, the Maastricht Treaty entered into force in 1993 with the goal of creating an economic and monetary union, EMU, by 1999 for all EU states except the UK and Denmark, even though Denmark has a fixed exchange rate policy with the euro. The currency was formed virtually in 1999, notes and coins began to circulate in 2002. It rapidly took over from the former national currencies and slowly expanded behind the rest of the EU. In 2009, the Lisbon Treaty finalized its political authority, the Eurogroup, alongside the European Central Bank. Banknotes of the euro, the common currency of the eurozone, euro area members, have been in circulation since the first series, also called ES1, was issued in 2002. They are issued by the national central banks of the Eurosystem or the European Central Bank. The euro was established in 1999, but for the first 3 years it was an invisible currency, used for accounting purposes only, e.g. in electronic payments. In 2002, notes and coins began to circulate. The euro rapidly took over from the former national currencies and slowly expanded around the European Union. Denominations of the notes range from €5 to €500 and, unlike euro coins, the design is identical across the whole of the eurozone, although they are issued and printed in various member states. The euro banknotes are pure cotton fiber, which improves their durability as well as giving the banknotes a distinctive feel. They measure from 120 by 62 mm, 4.7 in times 2.4 in, to 160 by 82 mm, 6.3 in times 3.2 in, and have a variety of color schemes. The euro notes contain many complex security features such as watermarks, invisible ink characteristics, holograms, optically variable inks and microprinting that document their authenticity. While euro coins have a national side indicating the country of issue, although not necessarily of minting, euro notes lack this. Instead, this information is shown by the first character of each note serial number. According to European Central Bank estimates, in July 2023, there were about 29.624 billion banknotes in circulation around the eurozone, with a total value of about 1.569 trillion euros. On November 8, 2012, the ECB announced that the first series of notes would be replaced by the Europa series, also called ES2, starting with the €5 note on May 2, 2013. This series does not have a €500 note, as the ECB have decided to permanently cease its production over concerns that it could facilitate illicit activities. Estimates suggest that the average life of a euro banknote is about 3 years before replacement due to wear, but with a wide variation by denomination level, from less than a year for €5 banknotes to over 30 years for €500 banknotes, on average. High denomination banknotes, €100, €200, €500, typically last longer as they are less frequently used. The Europa series lower denomination €5 and €10 banknotes are designed to last longer, thanks to additional coating. The euro came into existence on January 1, 1999. The euro's creation had been a goal of the European Union, EU, and its predecessors since the 1960s. The Maastricht Treaty entered into force in 1993 with the goal of creating economic and monetary union by 1999 for all EU states except the UK and Denmark, though Denmark has a policy of a fixed exchange rate with the euro. Though the currency was born virtually in 1999, notes and coins did not begin to circulate until 2002. The euro rapidly took over from the former national currencies and slowly expanded around the growing EU. In 2009, the Lisbon Treaty formalized the euro's political authority, the Eurogroup, alongside the European Central Bank. Slovenia joined the eurozone in 2007, Cyprus and Malta in 2008, Slovakia in 2009, Estonia in 2011, Latvia in 2014, Lithuania in 2015 and Croatia in 2023. Thank you for watching this video.